Well done. Well done, YouTube. You did it. You caught me. Should I go? Should I get cuffed? You got me. I don't know what to say. Guys, demonetization is here, and they found the key culprit. It's Raynday. Good old cussing, bad mouth, sailor mouth, potty mouth Raynday, just swimming and swearing all over the place, and just making X-rated, advertiser unfriendly content. I'm glad the internet is a better place. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, if you don't know what's been going on, YouTube has been steadily demonetizing many creators' videos on YouTube. What that means is they're taking away the potential for those creators to earn ad revenue on those videos, meaning their videos aren't making any money, meaning they're not making any money on the work that they're doing. So all those views that you're watching don't mean anything to that creator in terms of financially being able to sustain himself. Now this has a ton of problems, right? Because the idea for YouTube is to create a place where people can create their own content and self-sustain through a community coming together and galvanizing around the type of content that they make. And a lot of creators have a very set schedule on the type of content and know what income they have, as it's a relatively stable thing to understand. Once you understand, you know, your channel gets going, you get that kind of, okay, I've got this many views a month pretty much, I'm getting subs, maybe I'll hit a really good patch, it'll be a good month, maybe it'll be a little slower month, but you can kind of gauge it. And that allows people to plan their lives around. Now, you may be thinking, okay, well, yeah, some videos need to be demonetized, right? I mean, some videos aren't advertiser friendly. I'm Pampers. I don't want to be advertised on a headshot kill montage for Call of Duty. Okay, I just don't want to just have headshots, blood, guts, and gore, you know, associated with a baby pamper diaper. I get you, Pampers. I understand. Key issue with this monetization thing is that videos that should be actually monetizable because they follow the guidelines of YouTube are getting demonetized. And that's because YouTube is using a bot to do this demonetization. The artificial intelligence revolution has arrived to ruin creators. It's true, it's a bot, it's not a real person, and YouTube has actually responded to this, saying that this bot is something that is going to be a learning process for itself, for the company, and for creators. It's going to get some things wrong, but with everything that it gets wrong, it will learn, and it will pick up nuances on what things should be advertiser friendly and what aren't. This all started with, there was a lot of pullback from YouTube's ads based on some controversial material that was being advertised on a video. And you know, you could have a company who is, like I said, like a Pampers, you know, getting sponsored or sponsoring a video in terms of their ad running before it in front of something that was really politically incorrect, or maybe dangerous, or maybe violent in the real world, you know. I mean, for instance, if you were Pampers, would you want Nazis and the Confederate flag, and that video showcasing that footage and talking about how that's awesome from a personal content creator who could be anything that they want to be? Would you want your ad running on that video? No, obviously you don't. And there's no way to specifically go and tell YouTube to not take it on that video, but to put it on this video. Like, there's too many videos out here. Now, I could be all about AI. Put a Roomba in the next room, clean the carpet, I'm good, baby. But when it comes to dealing with my own finances, and it comes to dealing with the success and health of my personal channel, which for many people could be not only a personal side endeavor, but could be their entire income, allowing that to be adjusted based on a bot's preferences that they know is going to need to learn is really risky. Videos and content creators that absolutely abide by the rules are getting demonetized, and the problem with the system is the bot will go ahead and flag things that aren't actually worthy of being demonetized. I mean, look at some of these videos that have been demonetized on my channel. See what, guys? Welcome to this look at Hachima. It's gonna do a little bit more damage, so we hit for 236. That was a crit though. Well, let's try and shoot from far away. Wow, 251. All right. Demonetized. Holy, that world saved your life, buddy. I almost bank shot the grenade yet again. Rather than charging it, that's what I decided to do, because basically it would have allowed me to keep shooting and have him still hit by the grenade. Probably could have done that a little differently, but either way. So as you guys get it, it's really demonetized. Hey guys, huh? This is a gender neutral platform, okay? Hey all, otherwise no money for you. No money for you. mean, what is it? There's nothing wrong with these videos. I'm not cussing in these videos. They're simply gameplays. And there's absolutely no reason these things should be demonetized. But the problem is the bot is picking up on these certain random things that, based on an algorithm, tell it that it should be demonetizing these videos. We all know that bots have error, and they don't have that human awareness to be able to say, oh, this video is okay, versus, this video actually crosses the line. They're just going by a statistical algorithm, and that results in a problem because it puts real people's lives on the line. If I had a family and this was happening right now, I would be furious. And yes, I'm already a little bit peeved because it's just annoying. I'm lucky to have another job, be a single guy, and be able to afford taking a dip in income from YouTube. But the issue is, should I? And what does this say for the future? So obviously this has been a big breakout in Twitter and everyone has been talking about it, but YouTube has responded. They've said, you know what, you can go ahead and actually manually ask for a review, and a real human within 7 days will get to you as long as your views get over 1,000, which, you know, over 1,000 makes sense. You're not going to make any money on your video if it's not getting over 1,000 views. So it does make sense for that. But within 7 days, brother, that's all my views. So that's when the majority of your audience, subscribers, come in and watch your content. After 7 days, it's the stragglers. You see a dip in viewership by a large margin, and then after pretty much 7 days, really the only videos that stay being viewed are the ones that have some type of relevant evergreen content. That's something like a top 5 that people are always going to be searching for here and there. But for the majority of your videos, that 7 days is the crux of your income. The problem here is everything, because if I have to wait 7 days for someone to manually review my video, that means that over those 7 days, all my views aren't getting monetized, so I'm not making any money. That's when the majority of my views come through. So if you've told me that my content, which is advertiser friendly, is now advertiser friendly, but 7 days later, who cares? I'm monetizing off of like 100 views now every couple of hours. I mean, Taylor Swift's last video just got 16 million views in like 10 hours. Can you believe it? I mean, it broke records, but if that was not advertiser friendly, then she would have lost all the income off of that until it was then proven available for ads to be running on it. Now, I'm a nice, positive guy. I don't want you guys to think here that things are wrong in my world. I'm doing okay. So don't worry about that. Raynday's still coming. But I do really send my heart and my thoughts out to people who are struggling with this demonetization issue. It's tough. It's tough because if you have a family, if you have kids, if you even have a significant other and you guys are planning for a marriage or a vacation or you know, just buying a house, all of these things really do make an impact in your projections. And sometimes, you know, financial planning goes out the window when you suddenly lose 50% of your income for a given month. That can really throw some wrenches. I've been there. I've had financial problems within my own self and my family before. It's not something I'd wish on to anybody, especially when they're doing what they should be doing. This bot is penalizing YouTube creators for being YouTube creators, not necessarily straying the lines of content. In fact, a lot of YouTube creators, the sad part is, are trying to bend their content so the bot won't actually demonetize them and they can still make the same amount of earnings. It's tough because even when you do that and you spend the time, there's no guarantee that it won't demonetize you again, and you'll lose all the energy you put, all the effort, all the hours of your week into a thumbnail, into a title, a description, creating the content, editing the content, you know, maybe paying people to be in your content. And that will all go to nothing because the majority of your views, which happened within the 7 days, weren't counted as monetized because the bot had flagged you for something that it found wrong. The other big piece is that, how does this look going forward? Yes, YouTube says this will change, but if you always have to worry about an automated bot coming through and maybe taking a week's worth of work and a month's worth of income away from you at a random interval you can't predict, that's a scary thing for the platform. It's one thing if I know that saying the word bad or saying the word guys will actually demonetize my video, but when you don't know what the rules are and you're penalized for things that you feel like you can't help or that you're unaware of, it creates this feeling of helplessness. And that's what I'm worried about for the YouTube community. Personally, I'm very confident that I'm going to keep doing YouTube and keep doing it the way that I have been. I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I have another job, but I know the people really grinding out YouTube are in a bad spot because really the only way to make sure you make the same amount of content and be able to compete with people who do YouTube for a full-time job at the highest level is to make YouTube your full-time job and do it at the highest level. It's kind of hard to go, okay, I'm doing a job 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, and then I'm coming home and making the best YouTube content in the internet. It's just not really possible. So I kind of feel for people who are trying to go for that grind and then saying, all right, I can survive off of just this amount of money I'm making for my videos. And all of a sudden that plan, that's out the door. People hustling, grinding, putting everything they want into this platform, and suddenly their legs are swept out underneath them. It's tough. But I understand that YouTube also has an issue where they need to make sure this platform can stay monetizable, because we won't make money anyways if all the advertisers pull their content. The question I want to raise is there a better way to do it? And are there clearer specifications that could be given to content creators on what will flag this bot or not? Also, can YouTube put this system out after perfecting it? And can advertisers also be okay knowing that the system's going into place, but that it needs a couple of months to actually be okay? I mean, you're YouTube, you are Google. You should be able to make a bot that doesn't demonetize a PG channel like mine. Like, that should be the basic entry-level Google task. I saw the Google movie. I heard they got people making these tests and doing these crazy things to just get hired, just get their foot in the door. They got to solve Fibonacci's, problem sequence. They got to do E equals MC squared with their, with their butt cheeks and a pen in there. Oh God, I got demonetized. I said butt cheeks. The idea is that if you could be at Google and create a bot that's supposed to demonetize things, shouldn't actually be able to point out to things that need to be demonetized? Come on now. I'm curious. How did this slip the cracks? How did this go through? In all seriousness, guys, this is not the end of the world, but this is a really good learning experience, I think, for myself, I think for content creators, and I think for YouTube in general. It's not something that you want to rush the gun on. I think content creators as well don't want to rush the gun on, because it is working with a platform that is a sustainable feature for all of us. I want YouTube to thrive. I want YouTube to win. And of course, YouTube should want me to win. Feels like they want advertisers to win more, and I think that's part of the sustainability of me winning. So I'll take that third peg. If there's no advertisers, I ain't gonna be here anyways. So, I get it. I understand. If I can't make money on YouTube, I'll probably dip to somewhere else where I can. So I get that their priorities are actually in alignment, but you gotta do it in a way that helps support the ground roots of YouTube creators who want to see themselves as a high-end YouTuber not get discouraged. You also have to make sure that the people who bring the most amount of views, the top guys in your community, don't get discouraged and don't get fed up, because they've got other places they can go. At this point, when you're talking to people who have millions of viewers and subscribers, they could take that to Twitch, they could take that to Periscope and still make money. I mean, at that point, at that level of following, one sponsored video is going to get them enough money for the year. Big key here is that content creators, advertisers, YouTube, they all work together. You need all three. You can't say that one's more important than the other, because if you don't have one, you don't have anything. So everyone needs to work together here. This is not a time to point fingers. It's not a time to, band together as content creators against YouTube. For me, this is a time to become aware of the situation, to let you guys know what's going on, and to hopefully find some solutions. Again, I'm proposing that YouTube hopefully gives us clear guidelines as to what will be demonetized and what that bot is searching for, but also maybe taking away this bot until they get the kinks worked out, because you're messing with real lives, real people, families who have devoted years and years and life source energy into your platform, into this being a vehicle for sustainability and financial freedom. And taking that away at the drop of a hat, thanks to an automated bot, is a really, really, really bad feeling. It's a really bad feeling. But you know what? I know YouTube will do the right thing. I know Google will do the right thing. I know they'll get that guy fixed on the bot. You need me? They tell me I fix all the bugs at my company. I fix bugs, I cast, I write voice packs, I make skins. You want me? You can get me. I'm pretty expensive though. Make sure you get that advertising money so you can pay for me. Ha! All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you all next time.